Hey y'all, if you like this Full Metal Alchemist Last Look, stay tuned. What is up, my people, my sheeple? So, this was filmed a while ago when my skin was finally clear, and then it wasn't. So, I did film this in preparation for our move in July. Don't know when I'll be uploading this, probably afterward. Actually, sorry, we don't take possession until later. We don't know when exactly. So I'm trying to build up a little reservoir of videos, you know? All right, going with my Elf Poreless Primer. I had the shakes for some reason. I think my glucose was low or something. Taking it, going around my nose especially, putting on a lip mask so that my lips are nice and plump. Sorry. And then I'm going to go... This was a while ago when I couldn't not have a wig cap on while doing my makeup. I've come a long way. Oh, she's such a baby. This must have been like February, maybe March. I don't know, dude. But on all my platforms, thus far, I've hit over 400 followers at this point in time. That, not the video, the time that I'm recording the voiceover, so it's got a little nostalgia, All right, anyway, back to the video. Putting mascara in your eyebrows, very important, because then they stay in place and they're waterproof and sweatproof. So if you wear this to a convention, boom, bulletproof. Going in with some of my black gel liner, just filling in the little gaps, making it a little, especially on the tail, the back half of your eyebrow. That way it creates an ombre effect, even though we're only using black product. So, boom. That's a good eyebrow. I forgot about this look, to be honest. So it's just kind of funny watching it, like, with you, essentially. Again, focusing on the back half. I don't know why we're spending so much time watching me do this. This is before I realized, hey, if you record just one eye, one eyebrow on one side of your face, they'll still know what to do on the other side. Good golly. Taking, oh my gosh, I forgot the brand, but it's pretty okay. It's a full coverage concealer. That's all you gotta know, essentially. And just carving out my eyebrows, because I do follow the 2016 ways of the brow. I don't care. It looks good in cosplay. Fight me on it. Cosplay is essentially a form of drag. And what drag queen do you know that has block eyebrows? They always have ombre, so get with it. Take notes, people. Oh my gosh, why are we spending so much time on this? Sorry, I'm an impatient person by heart. Or by nature, rather. Blend out the edges. Put whatever excess you have left over on your eyelid. Because it's essentially a primer if it's full coverage. If it's not, then it's not really a primer. Now, if you're using glitters and whatnot, use an eye primer. But if it's just nothing crazy, use concealer or whatever you have. Misha Cushion Foundation, my go-to, my Ride or Die, my Beautiful. I've used her for like 2 years. Definitely like the formula. During winter and summer, drier parts versus more humid. She sits well in a lot of things. If you have yellow undertones, this is going to be your best friend. Because it turns out I have yellow undertones. Didn't realize it. I've definitely been doing like whatever the opposite of that tan face phase that we all went through, like in middle school, where we thought we were, orange. I was like white. I'm putting that all over my face, blending it around my concealer. I'm using the same cushion puff, to go in my eyes and get rid of all the creasing and texture. And then I'm going in with the same concealer in a lighter shade. So the first one was supposed to match our skin tone. That way it blends in with our foundation. That's the difference between 2016 and now. But then going in with a brightening concealer in all the parts that I have shadows on my face that I want to bring out and whatnot. And I held up the Kimchi Chic white concealer as well. Brightening concealer. There it is. And put it there. I would not recommend this during the winter. Again, this was during a drier part of the year. I recently did a look with this product during the summer, and it wore beautifully. So I would say if you have dry skin like me, don't do this during the winter. Don't do it to yourself. Because, like, she's a good formula as far as coverage, but texture is amplified. Luckily, my eyesight is bad enough and my camera is bad enough that it didn't pick it up. So, but in real life, like, my best friend and I were both sticklers for perfect makeup, so we would have noticed. She would have told me. Contouring with Fenty Contour and taking it kind of high up on my cheekbones, just in the hollows, and then doing my nose. Do it on top of your nose, not on the side. That's what I'm learning. And then under the tip always. This is just my preference. Now she does have like... Never mind, I was going to say she does have kind of like a longer nose, but literally she doesn't. I don't know why I brought it down all the way. I never do that. So, I don't know. We're experimenting in this video, I suppose. I have to give myself a little bit of grace because this was earlier on when I was doing cosplay once a week. Still am. Don't know why I said it like that, but I was figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out, to be fair. And then I'm taking that product and dragging it down the hollows of my cheek all the way, but I blend up. So I want to look snatched and mature, but not harsh. There's a difference. And I'm blending my nose contour out and into my eye socket. That just makes it more cohesive. Or it doesn't. I don't know. I just feel good when I do it. Taking eye bender and translucent from Kimchi. I always thought it was lavender, but I realized, hey, it's not. So taking those on all the parts that we basically highlighted, the eye bender shade, because it is not translucent, it's opaque. So it has pigment and it's just too bright on all parts of my face. Also hate the powder puff. Like, it's good for coverage, but it's not good for precision. I get product in my eyeball. I shouldn't say hate, it's just not good for me. And then I do take that up toward my temple to create more of a snatched look. And then taking the translucent and the parts that we contoured, essentially, as well as my jaw. Because I don't want it to be brightened. I just want it to look how I placed. Now, if you get powder everywhere, I would say do your brows after powder. I have a preference of doing it before. That way I know how heavy I have to go in with the contour and whatnot. So, anyway, going with gray shades. My eyes kept watering, which sucked. And just mapping out the shape and what pigment is gonna go where. So I'm essentially just doing like a good old cat eye. So going in my crease and on the outer third of my lid with this like medium shade. While leaving that inner part pretty much untouched. I mean, if you get product on it, oh well. And then I am winging it out. Because she does have very dramatic features. So I'm trying to translate that into a makeup look while not looking crazy. While still looking like me. Taking a black eyeshadow. Black is my enemy. Black eyeshadow is my enemy, to clarify. So you just need a little bit, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put it pretty much in a smaller scale where I already put eyeshadow. So outer third, winging it slightly out, and then that inner corner crease, I'll say. So that was a dense brush. I'm gonna use a bigger fluffy brush now. And I'm gonna go in with the burgundy, which I think for me probably wasn't the way to go. However, this was before I learned how to wear contacts, so this was me replicating the red eye. So if you can't wear contacts or don't want to or whatever, here's my piece of advice. Do a little homage to the color of the character's eye on your eyelid. So like with Gojo, I went in with blue eyeliner and I tightlined with blue. And I think I did my bottom eyelash line blue. And that was before I used contacts. I still don't use contacts for Gojo, but nonetheless. I did take the color down on my nose just to make everything a little bit more cohesive. And then I had this purple shimmer shifting. I think it's a highlighter. It's supposed to be a highlighter, and honestly, it wears really well as a highlighter. But I put it on my eyes just because I thought purple and red together. It's kind of pretty. And it was just silvery enough to tie in the black or the gray. Going with my contour, just use all of it. And staying in the hollows of my cheeks where I already placed the cream contour. On the tip of my nose, I'm going to go on the side of my nose. Taking my dual undid She Glam. We are going for a large wig. And I'm going with the thick end first just to map it out to get the shape. And then I fill in the blanks with the smaller end. Now I have hooded eyes, so I need to constantly look to make sure it's even, it's not folding in my crease, etc., etc. So you do what you need to, I do what I need to. I will say with hooded eyes, it is easier, I find, to keep your eyes slightly open. However, I blink constantly, and I've messed up too many eyeshadows that way, so... Or, yeah, eyeshadow and eyeliner looks that way. So... you just kind of figure it out, muscle memory, etc. Again, eyes watering. We love to see it. Love, 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 love. Especially when we're makeup enthusiasts. It's so nice. I tried going in on my bottom lashes and I don't know what I was thinking exactly, but it made my eyes look bigger versus more slim. So maybe don't do this. Here's me attempting to fix it. I'm going to make a burgundy shade and essentially buff out that bottom. That way it looks more squinty. That's how I always interpreted like bottom lash line eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, my vocabulary is so limited today. Do your mascara, put on your lashes, do what you gotta do. When I'm with blush, it's a cream shade. Didn't really show up, but that's okay because she's a pale character. So don't necessarily want it to be super bright. Don't necessarily want it to be super bright. Anyway, going in with highlighter on my nose, my cheeks. I'm actually very pleased with how that the eyeshadow turned out, to be quite honest. You gotta trust the process. Trust the process. Lining my lips. If you have uneven lips like me, don't have my fear of doing too much. I mean, don't have lip liner blindness, but I don't do enough. I know that. Getting them done, I just gotta move first. And I went in with this berry color. I used to wear this. I've had this exact stick for maybe 8 years. I used to wear it slightly in high school, whatever. This thing lasts forever. And it's a good shade. It doesn't dry down though, which is my only complaint. I wish it was a little bit more drying. However, it does stain. So if you like that, that's a good one for you. I forget the brand. I'll try to put it below. So I put the wig on, And I started lining my lips with a black pencil just to give her a little bit more definition. Because again, she's evil. She's dramatic. I feel like she would do this in real life. Alright? Her lipstick is iconic, so couldn't freak it up. Which I did. And that is the final look. I do have a top on, just to be clear. It's just black leather. Boom, there it is. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the look, please comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Kate_escapism. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.